Well, joining me now, Texas Representative Lloyd Doggett, a member of the Ways and Means Committee. Congressman, good to have you back on the broadcast. I'm curious, sir, what you think about what you saw there with Vice President Pence, blaming the Democrats after witnessing these deplorable conditions at the detention center that he visited, and in addition saying that he would not take the word of those that were detained there. What do you make of that?
Well, it's more Pence. It seemed to me that he was on a photo op tour that apparently excluded the mask that some of those who accompanied him had to wear because the odor was so strong from the unbathed people in this area. He also went out to see the children. I don't know if he thinks, as was claimed a couple of years ago, that this was just a summer camp or a vacation Bible school, but he clearly did not have the sensitivity to listen to people there that my colleagues who have been there, like Congresswoman Torres, Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez, who saw the humanity, the pain and the suffering these people are enduring, and tried to reach out and get them the medical care and the attention that they deserve. There's just no reason in a country like this that we should have this happen. Yeah,
I'm going to be speaking with Congresswoman Chu as well, who was there on that trip, and see, firsthand from her what she witnessed there. But as far as Congress is concerned, sir, it recently passed a $4.6 billion humanitarian aid package. When are we going to see the effects of that funding reach these centers? I mean, what is that money going to be used for precisely?
Well, that was my big concern in voting with the Congressional Hispanic Caucus against that proposal, because I'm concerned that money we're told is for toothbrushes and soap will be diverted to detention and deportation. The administration has no excuse now. They got a blank check, essentially, for this additional amount of money that they sought. They need to be relieving these conditions, and to blame Congress after they got what they want is just more of the same old hypocrisy.
But Congressman, where is that money going? Have they gone to hire more agents? I mean, that's something that we heard. Would money have been appropriated for that instead of the toothbrushes, the blankets, the soap, the humanitarian needs? Is that possible?
It's possible. I'm very concerned about it, and that's, again, why we voted no, because we thought there were no restraints placed on this lawless administration. The money is there. The money was there before then to address these conditions. It is a policy that relies on family separation, apparently to be continued this weekend, whereas we heard yesterday, children as young as 4 months were being torn apart from their mothers, really weaponizing the love that families have for one another as a way of discouraging people from escaping terrorism abroad and applying for asylum here, and then using these wretched conditions that this policy has produced as an excuse to give the president a blank check for billions of dollars.
Sobering comment right there. Let's move, though, sir, to the big day tomorrow, the imminent ICE raids. The president has confirmed they will begin tomorrow, so let's take a listen to him.
It starts on Sunday, and they're going to take people out, and they're going to bring them back to their countries, or they're going to take criminals out, put them in prison, or put them in prison in the countries they came from. We're focused on criminals as much as we can.
That last part there, as much as we can. First of all, do you take the president's word that that is specifically what they're focused on, especially because officials are saying that the operation can target families, can target anybody who may be there in proximity, visiting somebody who gets a visit from ICE?
Well, Alex, as you know, this president is always a man of his last word. I can't be confident about anything he says, but I do have some experience with that right here in Central Texas, where a couple of years ago, ICE conducted a retaliatory raid against our sheriff, who refused properly to cooperate with them on some of their detainers without a warrant. And what we found is, of the people that they detained, more than half of them had no criminal record at all, and those who had a criminal record, only a few of them had very serious criminal offenses. You know, if there's someone out there that poses a danger to our community, I don't care whether they've been 5 generations or 5 days, we want them detained and removed. And I'm all for addressing the criminals, but the president and his minions are always referring to collateral. Collateral means when a mother who's here, who has American children, is torn apart from them and they're placed in foster care. That's the policy the administration is pursuing. The president has talked about these as family raids. I think what he really envisions is, once again, using the love and the family ties as a weapon against people. It just will not help us to see people collaterally removed who've done nothing but enter our country without proper documents, who are working and contributing here, and who would be on a path to citizenship had the bill that the Senate approved on a bipartisan basis 6 years ago ever been given consideration in the House. That's my feeling about it.
Congressman, given that you're there in a border state of Texas, I'm curious what's been the response from your constituents and the extent to which they're worried about this.
Well, very concerned. I spoke last evening at the Texas State Capitol to a crowd of hundreds, part of the Lights for Liberty vigils that were held all across America. My staff was in San Antonio for the same, and in Washington. I think people realize that a private prison system to hold these people, where taxpayers are being charged up to $775 per day per child, is not only a waste of taxpayer money, but it is an invasion of humanity. We can't take everyone who comes to this country, but we need to treat those who seek asylum with respect, see that their claims are evaluated, that criminals are removed, but families are not torn apart.
Texas Representative Lloyd Doggett. Sir, thank you for your time
Alex.
with me on this Saturday. I appreciate it.